Sean O'Sullivan. I'm with SOSV. I'm the Managing General Partner and Founder. Well, I came here to speak about leadership and working in responsible investing in new startups that matter. Well, I think listening to others is the way that you learn, and hopefully learn rapidly. I found the panelists that I was on the panel with were very accomplished, and so it was great to chat with them and just chat with the audience. The expression I have on leadership is that leaders don't create followers, leaders create other leaders. And so I think the obligation that we have as leaders is to make sure that we have an engaged and active and empowered group of people surrounding us, the staff that create any company or create any purpose-filled organization. So I think the challenge is to make sure that everyone has agency and is engaged with the work and help shape the future of the company. Well, I have a few people that I've hired over the years who came from Ukraine, some developers back in the days that I ran some software companies. And I have a person who helped spin up Mark Capich and Andrew Dressel, that helped spin up the outsourcing movement in Ukraine in the early 1990s. Andrew Dressel was a co-founder of my first company that went public, and he went and lived over in Ukraine and helped create the outsourcing industry, the programmer outsourcing industry in Ukraine. I have a good friend, Steve Moore, who's working in the hot zones in Ukraine right now on relieving people under stress and involved in the sort of trying to free capital up from the U.S. sort of legislative process where it was sort of hung up over the last 6 months. He's very engaged in helping shape public policy in the United States as well, who I originally knew back in my days working in war zones in Iraq. Other connections in Ukraine. We have some, I mentioned a photographer and animator who works on our staff here, and we've invested in a number of companies that are Ukrainian companies in our portfolio. I would make sure that people are drawn to your purpose as a company. I would make sure you know what the purpose of your company is, the mission. We all want to live meaningful lives. We all want to be doing products that matter, companies that matter, investments that matter. We want to spend our time doing things that lead to a better existence. And so I advise that the founders get the mission right and then find other people who are passionate about delivering that mission, whether it's in human health, planetary health, software, manufacturing, whatever it may be. So the other thing I would do is I'd use a system like OKRs and whatnot, so people know what's expected of them, and when they're performing well and when they're really blowing out and producing great results for the organization, so they can feel that their progress is being measured, that they're accountable for their work, and that creates a really, really engaged organization.